Yo, what up, though? This B-Boy Reg.
I'm DJ Butter, y'all.
And it's
Funky Fresh in the Flesh podcast. All that.
All that. What we right here. This
Man,
Art of Rock Climbing.
yeah, that's the latest. The Art of Rock Climbing is out right now on vinyl.
All right.
Me and Bodie James, the Art of Rock Climbing.
James, you be promoting the hell out of this.
Yeah.
It's in a Pace One project.
Yeah, it's it got bonus cuts on there. It's a song with Highland Park's own Brando on there. Guilty Simpson, Kid Vicious. It's a bonus song called Heat Miser that I did on there.
All right.
We got Eddie Stubbles from Puritan Avenue on there. Cool G Rap, Corrupt. It's out there in the flesh.
G Rap. So we gonna give away a copy for anybody who can name everybody here on what's his Mount Detroit Moore?
Yeah, it's our own version.
Our own version?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not gonna say the names, but y'all should recognize them. Just look up The Art of Rock Climbing, and you want to see the cover art. What you call it did the cover, didn't he?
Mr. Cliff Notes.
Mr. Cliff Notes.
Yeah, that's
all
my
right.
guy, Mr. Cliff Notes.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yep, Mr. Cliff Notes. He did a lot of work for me. He did my mother's grave site.
Oh, this is the one. You had Trick and Corrupt on it. In the
yeah,
video for
Trick and Corrupt was in the video. Me and Bodie James. Song called Heavy Hitters.
That's dope. Go check that out.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out for the new year.
It's dope.
Getting Reg back in the studio.
I'm back in the studio.
Yeah.
Spitting bars, son. I'm gonna come with that 90s flow. All my slang gonna be from the 90s.
Okay.
And some from the A side gonna be the 90s, and the B side gonna be 80s slang.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
We'll do the old school beats and the scratches and stuff.
That's why it's old school when I say A side and B side. I'm gonna have about 14 tracks.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Everybody still tripping over the Katt Williams effect.
Yeah, man.
On the internet.
I was saying that they was breaking down how much Shannon Sharp made off that interview, man. It was crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy because I think like the top two view, I think YouTube shows at the time. I think Joe Rogan had both of them. It was one with I believe it was Elon Musk, and then he had one, I think that was like at 32 million, and then the other one was like at 57 or something. I think he was interviewing some people talking about UFOs or something like that.
Dope.
But it took them 4 years to get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Katt Williams was like 20-something million in the first couple of days. He was just going crazy.
Yes, that's that controversy, man.
Now everybody want Katt Williams on the show.
Come on, this people on our show, Katt.
Yeah. Drama sells, though.
Man.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. When I was first watching it, I wasn't thinking, like, I knew it was good, and then I kept seeing clips, and everybody started talking about it.
Right.
But I thought it was just us watching, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then it was just like, man, that went viral. All the clips went viral. I never seen a YouTube.
Right,
show.
chopped up like that.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah, Suge Knight was on his podcast. Like, everybody watching that in jail.
Right, for real? That's funny.
He said that's all they talking about. That's crazy.
You believe everything he was saying?
Well, a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it makes sense. You know, when he started talking about coming from a Jehovah's Witness background, then I was like, it makes sense, you know, for him to be so, upfront with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was somebody stealing car radios.
Yeah.
When he was a kid in Florida and all of that. I can believe that.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like it was like the stories he was telling, the internet started going crazy because like now you can't really lie and not have receipts because the internet will pull receipts for you.
Right.
So they went back. They were showing Steve Harvey copying jokes, Cedric copying jokes. But then somebody showed where Katt Williams stole somebody's joke too.
Right.
Yeah. Or do it be stealing or you just like kind of remixed it a little
sampling.
bit? Yeah.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna put my spin. He was in the Cadillac, I was in the spaceship.
Yeah, that's wild.
Funny.
Man. Yeah, man. We got some comedians coming on the show. I got some stuff lined up with the world. left field, right field,
Yep.
uppercut. You know, we got some stuff coming for y'all.
Yep.
And y'all subscribe, like, and comment. You know, just share the videos. We got a documentary coming with Big Proof.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
B-Boy Reg is in there. We giving some throwback clippings in there. It's gonna be real live for y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, everybody got a proof story.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's funny though how like even some of the people we interviewed, you think like with Detroit artists, I don't know other cities be like this, but Detroit, we think it's this huge divide between like our so-called backpack or our hip hop crowd. So versus like the street rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not really that big of a it's not really a divide like people think.
Right.
So people, you might not see them all hanging together, but they be together sometimes.
Right.
And they talk, they just don't do the same type of music.
Right.
But yeah, it's you think you think some of them hip hop dudes be soft, it'd be like, nah, I grew up with such and such. They just got different tastes in music.
Right. It's like Bizarre and Rio the Young. They kind of got the same kind of vein of doing their music.
Right.
You know? Just different beats, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Bizarre been spitting bars though lately.
Yeah.
This ain't that shower cap shit he was doing. I heard him one time say that was kind of like, it was kind of like his role, you know what I'm saying? And it to come with that type of presentation.
Right.
But it's like, nah, you ain't getting a shower cap with Bizarre right now.
Right.
So yeah, I appreciate that. Yep. What you think about I seen Dame Dash make some comments about Fat Joe made them first. And it was in regards to Dame Dash. So Dame, some people was like, oh, he delusional or whatever the comments was, but Dame was like, he was kind of saying like, this ain't even your business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fat Joe made the comment like, yeah, if you made Jay, make another one, you know that.
Right.
That famous line. What's your thought on like, you see somebody, they built something together and then they not together, but like other artists or other people just being so involved. You think that's something like people should just hush up about or call it out if they just see something is wrong or being said wrong?
Well, it was just so big on the culture,
right.
I think in all that it's like a template to success when people look at those guys and say, damn,
right,
I would like that ownership and things like that.
Right.
Just go back to even EPMD when it was just like the real estate, they used to talk about ownership and things, and then when they break up, it was like dramatic to us,
Yeah.
But people gonna have comments. They just gotta respect both angles. You go back and when Leo get on the radio and say he don't know him and things like that.
Right.
But here's videos with Def Jam logos and stuff like that. It's just, it's just people respect money, man.
Right.
And that's just what it is,
Yeah. I think people feel like they have to choose one side. Like,
right.
Dame, because I know a lot of people, I had partners that was like that where they, it's always a good cop, bad cop.
Right.
And whoever the so-called bad cop is not always the bad cop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it just come across that way, that they're speaking their mind when the other person may be a little bit more laid back.
Right.
And they might have the same thought process or the end result. They just not expressing it the same way. So I think people have, when you see like Dre or Suge or Dame and Jay or any type of duo, you say, damn, well, this the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when we think of how it all started and how they made it to where they made it at, they couldn't have did it without each other.
Right.
So it's like,
right.
Yeah, Jay could rap his ass off, but You need somebody back there hollering, snapping on some people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
left and the right punch. You know.
Yeah, I just think sometimes people disagree with Dame just because I don't know. I think some people it's like, oh, I want to be in good graces with Jay, you know, or they they just be attacking them, but they just got two different philosophies on how to do business.
Right.
You know, but yeah, it just be tripping me out when I see that on the internet, man. I'm like, damn, it's like people respect Dame for what he built, but it's like don't attack him now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just real cliquish.
Yeah, that's what it be.
You know, I seen something. It said to start to listen with your eyes more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, in some way in the game, you only can do it for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this game is just different. You know, you gotta be assertive and you know what I'm saying, a little bulldogish in the game. You know.
Yeah. That's how I was watching. You see any of the interviews with Taraji P. Henson?
Oh yeah,
when she was talking about not getting paid and all that. What's your thoughts? So, do you feel like? I mean, some people come across like even when Monique had her issues, right? It was like I did this, I was nominated for this, and I should get paid this because my counterparts are. But then from the business side, if I'm investing in something, I only can pay you what I think you're going to give me a return on my investment for.
Right.
So you can win an award, but can you sell out a stadium or can you sell this movie? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it has to be some balance. I think what she was saying was legit. You know what I'm saying? But that's back to that Katt Williams, Taraji P, Monique, and even Dame in some cases. People that speak their mind, they kind of get blackballed.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you know, the thing what I don't understand is you know, when it's a clause in there for them to not be able to do independent stuff. If a company gonna have you commit to a film for 6 months and 14 hours a day and you working like a real job,
right?
You know, and then here it is, somebody working next to you and they don't have the same kind of resume as you, and you making 150,000 and they making 15 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like it's all a chilling circuit.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it just really the contracts they signed to not be able to work outside of that is what I'll be looking at. I said, damn, Taraji got how many movies?
Right.
You know, it's like, damn, you can't at some point to take 100,000 and say, okay, I'm gonna make my own, and you know, that's what T.I. was. He had on the show. One of those people he was talking about that because he had Tyler Perry and all these big Willie people on the show.
Right.
But to hear T.I. talk to them and actually do it.
Right.
You know, he'd take 150 and 200 and get the local comedians and stuff, and you know, that's what I'm inspired by.
Right.
And see how that works. And you know, instead of working for 6 months, 7 months, you can't go anywhere. You know, they don't want you to do anything outside of them. You know, it's a real.
They want you locked in and committed to that project.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was saying how they had gave them more rental cars to get back and forth. And I was like, I agree with her on that. Like, if I'm one of the stars in the movie, why the hell you gonna have me driving?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, out of all places. She was like, people getting robbed and everything. I'm like, they wouldn't have did that to Brad Pitt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But Fantasia was like, shit, I'm driving. But it's just different.
Right. Calibers of people in the film as well.
Right.
You know?
So yeah, it's
that was a good look for Fantasia to be in The Color Purple.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on so when we interview artists or even like actors and everything, you hear the stories about like people that was in Friday getting paid like $5,000 to do the movie and stuff like that. What's your thoughts on even like not like entry level, somebody just starting out, but like somebody that's a little established? Do you think artists should be willing to take a little bit less as an incentive just to get their name more exposure? In other words, because that movie made a lot of people and it springboarded them to some other stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's just like if somebody say, "Yo, come out and do this film with us for 3 days. Here's $4,000 or
right
$5,000." Nobody really expected to do what it do, and majority of residual income, they really fight for that themselves,
right
for taking that sacrifice.
right
I just think it's just when somebody take a chance or throw you in the atmosphere like that, just make the best of the opportunity.
Right. Yes, and what a lot of people don't know about the movie industry, like some of them roles that we think like, okay, they was filming this movie for 3 months or 4 months or whatever. Some of them roles those people played, unless they like the main character, some of them was only really shooting for like 5 or 6 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They doing scene after scene, going back and forth. So you think about, let's say 2 weeks worth of work and you get 15,000, then the movie come out and it's a huge success, and now you going on to write your own check.
Right. People like, calling you now,
yeah.
Right.
Like what Pac get paid for Juice? Like 15,000 or something?
So like it's no more than 20,000-30,000.
Yeah, it was small, but I mean, look what that movie did for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's making the best of it, because at the end of the day, you public property now.
Right.
It's like, people, they thinking they want to test you because of this role, or, the role may haunt you later, or whatever it is,
Do you think it's like do you think some people don't know how to leverage their fame and really monetize it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to kind of determine sometimes. I think,
right.
Just think, you hear the myths that that Pac had 30,000 in his bank account,
right?
Yeah,
he had less than 100,000.
Yeah,
when he died.
I mean, just to hear that and
right,
the when you sacrifice so much and you going hard for everybody else, you get numb to
right.
What you about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's just it's a real being caught in the moment.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just think it's a lot of stuff. Like people on the outside looking in, and then in the entertainment industry, it's probably a lot of BS going on. But I think it's a lot of regret. I think some people didn't know their worth starting out, and then they sign contracts, and later on they're like, when they find out what somebody else got, or they look back once they understand the industry, now they bitter. Too, and I think that happens a lot.
Well, you don't really supposed to stop there. I mean, I think it's just like right now, right? Shy-Rock came out on Saturday Night Live and rocked it, and she left a huge impact.
Right.
And then she was saying that she got frustrated with the game. But, it just to see her come back is so, like, dope to see.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think the direction of a lot of the music could have changed, if she would have stayed there. Like, I think it's dope to see what Roxanne has done.
Right.
They was all, like, freestyle artists. They wasn't really recording artists, you know what I'm saying? But to see, even with her, Roxanne, to say, okay, I tried going to school, but this didn't work, trying to be a doctor or whatever it was. And then her niche was hearing her voice on the radio would rock the bells.
Right.
Now she seems so happy and like complete.
Yeah.
They done made a movie about her, but just just to keep going, man. I think once you put your impression out in the world and you stop, I think that's the curse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope. Yep. Well, yeah, man. 2024, man. We keeping it moving. Talking to the artists, talking to people about their lives outside of the industry, talking to people after they then semi-retired. I think rappers don't never really retire. They just quit recording.
Because it keep you young, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you keep mashing on it, you know.
Everybody's still writing in their head.
Right.
Somewhere. You say you stop, but they still be writing. Because if they was put on the spot, they got 16 for you.
Right.
So yeah, that's dope.
You gonna spit a 16 for him?
No, I ain't gonna spit 16. I don't freestyle no more. I'm pay style. That's what all the back in the day, mainly the West Coast artists, they was like, I'm freestyle.
I think that E40 started the pay style. Man.
Yo, it was so funny when like the mixtapes was big. Like, not the DJ mixtapes, but when artists start really putting out mixtapes and putting out so much music. And it was like, damn. And then I remember, I think Lil Wayne, I can't remember if it was Pimp C that told him. It was somebody that told him, he said in an interview, like, man, why you putting out so much free music like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You think about all the mixtapes he was doing during that time. It's like, man, really, them was like albums, you know, and how much they was paying. And then it was like, you could have been charting with a lot of that stuff and really making money. But I think it's a combination of just loving the art and putting it out there without really overthinking it, and just being creative.
Right.
And just letting the fans enjoy it without a label saying, oh, you can't put that out. We don't like this song. And you just grab a beat and spit to it.
Yeah.
Yup, and just let the fans enjoy it.
Right.
But yeah,
he was good at he was good at fighting for his demographics too. Like rapping over Cash beats.
Yeah.
It's just 50 did the same, you know.
Yeah. Yup.
That was dope to hear him on
man, that was
Slum Village and all.
Yeah, that was a good time in hip hop, man. Because it was like, it wasn't like, you know, you had a lot of up-and-coming artists do that. They like, oh, I'm going to rap over this beat because the beat is relatable. People already love the beat. I'm going to get on. But when you hear established artists doing it just for the hell of it, and they killing it, though, and you like, damn, this could have been a song.
Right.
That just gave it a whole nother twist.
Yeah, Fabulous good at that,
Yeah.
Chopping something up and doing, you
know. Yeah. He did the, damn, what was the song? I just was watching.
He did Selfish.
Yeah, Selfish. Yeah.
Shout out to Fabulous.
Oh, man. That was
Slum Village Selfish. That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
Shout out to T3, Young RJ, the whole crew.
That's dope. Well, y'all keep checking us out. Funky Fresh in the Flesh. We got more to come. Updates.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole Doughboy Cash Out. Team Eastside, 42 Doug. Y'all holding it down for the city, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope. They got the show going on. You know, it's popping for them to have a unity like that. Yeah, that's dope.
Somebody said we got to get, somebody said we got to get, like, some of the old school groups to do, like, a concert like that. Like Street Lords and Rock Bottom and all of that. Yeah. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just Team Eastside and them, they got so many, you know what I'm saying, people that branched off and did solo stuff. So now it's a good time for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope. Both sides, East and West, got their own little Wu-Tang-ism going.
Yeah, that's
dope. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, check us out. We got more to come. Funky Fresh in the Flesh.
Yes. Go get that. Art of Rock Climbing is out right now on vinyl.
Yep.
iTunes, Spotify.
And you did that in collaboration with Mass Appeal, right?
Yeah, Mass Appeal helped me put it out. Shout out to Peter, Nas, man, the whole crew, Cedric. Everybody over there, man. It's out right now. The Art of Rock Climbing. Go get it. It's on vinyl. Yep, shout out to Tiny E in the house.
That's dope.
Ruck, we see y'all. Larry Live, rest in peace. He did some of the bass lines on there.
That's dope. All right, y'all. Funky Fresh in the Flesh, and we out.